Oh, who's speaking?
Corinda, how can I help you?
Oh, Corinda, can I just speak to someone in the Minister's office in relation to the Aboriginal Culture Heritage Act of 2021?
Yeah, is it just in regards to querying and to relate it to your own situation, or just some facts on it?
Well, there's an issue, and you're probably not the person to speak to, but it appears that all your representatives, is it Caesar, was one of the gentlemen that spoke at a conference, basically coming and introducing what this new act poses. But the unfortunate part is it's hard to get legal advice on something that's legislature.
The way we protect and manage Aboriginal cultural heritage has been modernised. The new process is simpler and fairer, introducing practical exemptions for the first time. Landowners will need to continue to check there's no Aboriginal cultural heritage in the area before commencing new work. If there's no impact, no approval is required. Some exemptions include if your land is under 1,100 square metres or you want to install a pool or patio at your home. Visit wa.gov.au for more.
So you can't go and get legal advice on an act of made by the legislature. Mm-hmm. It's a different jurisdiction. Do you understand that?
Not 100%, but so there is a team that is dealing with any queries in regards to the Aboriginal Cultural Heritage Act. Did you want their number, or did you want to...
No, I need to speak to someone in the Minister's office because it raises real concerns. I just need the actual office or the Minister, Mr. Tony Beauty, to confirm that the Act has basically fulfilled the requirements at law and overcome our prohibition of a matter of right under our own constitution here in Western Australia, and that's 2 and 2 3.
Okay, what was your first name?
Rod. I'm currently on the farm at the moment, so...
Okay, let me just see if a policy advisor is available. If not, I might have to take a message. Just a moment.
Good morning, Shay speaking.
Oh, who is it? Sorry? Shay. Oh, look, thanks. You're one of the policy advisors for Minister Beauty?
Yes.
Look, our concerns are simply this. It appears you're trying to enact the Aboriginal Culture Heritage Act of 2021 on 1st of July 2023, which is just around the corner.
Yes.
My concern and our concern, I'm down on the farm at the moment, is it appears Caesar and your other people that are out basically giving short notice, and of course we never had notice of this because of the COVID, so we believe there was no official time granted, and I understand your office has knocked back the petition, the recent petition. But my question is simply this. We can't go and get legal advice on something that's made under legislature. So what I'm doing is giving official notice, public notice, and ringing up and asking whether this Act has been full compliant to the laws of Western Australia and overcome our constitutional guarantees at 2.3 of our own constitution here in Western Australia in order to become law and affect attempt to affect the indefeasibility rights of our titles of our farming land. So you should be in a position to tell me now whether that Act has fully complied with the law of Western Australia.
The Act passed Parliament in 2021 after 4 years of consultation. We're now in 2023 and it's 5 years, almost more than 5 years of consultation and engagement around the development of the Act.
But that's not, sorry sir, that's not the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you whether it has ticked all the boxes under law, under Western Australia of our own constitution. Are you aware of 2.3 of the WA Constitution Act? That's what I need to know, whether that bill under legislature, because I feel there's something telling me that it may not. So can you guarantee me that it's overcome the prohibitions of our constitutional guarantees under our own West Australian Constitution at 2.3?
What I can tell you is what I just told you, is that the Act passed Parliament through all the legislative processes
Yep.
in 2021,
Yep.
which addresses all of the issues related to any kind of legislation being passed, and then the more recent process has been the co-design of regulations. So that process has been ongoing for over 18 months, and your assertion that there's no awareness of this particular piece of legislation is factually incorrect, because this process has been going on for 5 years, and it's had the involvement of your peak bodies that represent.
Who are those peak bodies? Are you talking about West Australian Farmers Federation and
Yes.
Pasture and Graziers Association?
Yes, among others.
Yeah, but where has the official meetings been held with the bona fide proprietors of the land? See, the issue that I have, which you still haven't answered the question. I know you're saying it's the Parliament, but the Parliament has to be sitting within jurisdiction under Section 2.2. Hang on, just let me finish. 2.2 of our own Constitution. So when you say it's a Parliament, that's just, you know, I know I understand what you're saying, but the Parliament has obligations to sit pursuant to that law, and that's all I'm asking you. Can you confirm, deny, and/or state otherwise that this Act has fully complied with the democratic process under the laws of Western Australia? Yes or no?
This Act passed Parliament.
No, that's not. That's it. But you're not answering the question.
Put your question in writing. Put your question in writing.
But as a policy advisor, did you not take the steps to see whether this Act had fulfilled the democratic process, which is our right under law, because this affects the Transfer of Land Act?
You can get aggressive over the phone.
No, I'm not getting aggressive. Sorry, I've just.
You're raising your voice and you're being.
Well, I'm out in the paddock. Sorry, I don't mean to do that. I'm out in the paddock.
I'm answering your question. So if you want to go into detail, like a verbal affirmation or confirmation is not. It's ephemeral anyway. So if you want an answer to your question, write in and you'll get a formal response.
Okay, so you're a policy advisor, so you're obviously a high rank in the Minister's office.
What I'm saying is that the process was undertaken in 2021. When you introduce legislation, you have to go through processes, and that's what was followed. And I know you're trying to ask a very specific question.
Well, it's a legal question, isn't it? It is a legal question.
Yeah. Are you a lawyer?
Well, yes, I am actually. Yeah.
Well, then,
And I'm a landowner, and I'm out in the paddock, and I'm really concerned because you guys knocked back the petition as a last attempt. It is around the corner, because see, what I don't understand, if it was to be said to be law, because the Transfer of Land Act.
It will be law.
Okay, but just hear me out. So you're aware of the Transfer of Land Act of Western Australia, aren't you?
I'm not.
You're not aware of it? Well, look,
I am aware of it, but not familiar with it.
Okay, well, you should be, because, see, Section 63 of the Transfer of Land Act grants me a title, okay, and protection of indefeasibility. Are you aware of what indefeasibility is?
Not in the context.
Okay, so here we go. So this should have been debated. Indefeasibility protects the bona fide proprietor, the rights against any other third party claiming a right. And I don't mean any disrespect to our First Nation people. I respect them, and we all have to respect them and get on. But what do they lean on? What do they don't have a title. They're under their own law. They want to be, under their LORE, because I've been speaking to them, and they're not aware of how this all carries out. So,
There's an act right now which is called the 1972 Aboriginal Heritage Act.
Yes, and that. Sorry, just before you go there, and I understand that, but please understand that is a 1972 when we still had a Commonwealth and we're not governed by the Australia Act as what happened in 1986 and the effect of Labor's. So I understand that there was that. And this act poses to go a lot further. And all I'm asking is...
In what regard?
In what regard is it's trying to undermine... Well, first of all, does this act, the Aboriginal Cultural Heritage Act of 2021, will it be registered? Is it an instrument that can be registered on the title under the Transfer of Land Act? Are you going to register the act so it goes on the title?
It's not something that has been given consideration at this point, but I'm not in a place to answer yes or no. But what you got to remember with this legislation is it's relevant to the cultural heritage place. It's not the title of the land. It's the place in which cultural heritage is present.
But that's you're claiming that to be on the land.
Well, it has to have a physical,
correct,
tangible embodiment.
So if you look at section 58 of the Transfer of Land Act, it says the land shall not be liable. I think it's section 58. Don't hold me to account, but I'm pretty sure. It says the land shall not be subject to any instrument that is not, the land shall be not subject to any unregistered instrument. So if you're not going to register the Aboriginal Cultural Heritage Act 2021, and that's first of all got to be...
What's the definition of registered?
Well, it has to, as long as it's a lawful instrument, which we're going to send you an email, but once we have confirmed it's a law...
What do you mean if it's a lawful instrument?
Well, it has to...
Parliament.
Well, you need to go and look, at the end of the day, you guys are public servants, and we put you in there, okay? And for to supposedly represent our rights under a democratic right, okay? That's
Sure.
You understand that. So,
yeah.
But you're giving me great concerns that you haven't read our own WA Constitution, Section 2. Go to Section 2. 2 and 2.3, okay, and that's what I'll be sending you to in an email, because even though there's a claim, even though there's a claim because we have to come to you, because we can't go to the Supreme Court, or we can't go to any court, because that's the judicature. We have to come to you and ask you to confirm, deny and or state otherwise that the act that you are posing to bring on the 1st of July 2023 has fully complied with the laws of Western Australia, and that is in our Constitution, and that's a prohibition. Well, I'm going to. Can I grab your email address?
Just send it to the mailbox, because you've got to send it to the Minister's office for advice. So the mailbox is Minister, so Minister.
Yeah.
MINISTER.
Yeah.
Dot Buti, BUTI.
Yeah.
At DPC.
DPC. Yeah.
Dot WA. Dot gov.au, and you're well within your rights to write in.
Absolutely, and I really appreciate that you accept that it is a matter of right and a landowner to write into you, because
you are.
I'm going to, but it really concerns me as one of his highest policy advisors that you're not aware of this law. You know, when
you're asking very technical questions.
Well, it has to be technical. It has to be technical. It's your duty. It's your duty. You know, that's what we pay you for.
So to not put this to a vote is to concede defeat. You only win when you run on the field and engage. And let me tell you, my government is engaged. We're all in.